Why do I and many other people consider leather jackets the most versatile outerwear staple? What's up, guys? My name is Miranda. Welcome back to my channel. I want to talk to you guys really briefly about the leather jacket. I want to tell you guys a little bit of history about the leather jacket, why I believe it is the most versatile outerwear option that you could ever have in your closet. Plus, I want to share with you guys some ways that I would style it and that I think are cute and that I've been seeing around, and how to work it into your wardrobe. Just a quick history of the leather jacket. The leather jacket first had its start as military gear in the 1900s, and it wasn't introduced into the fashion world until the 1920s by a man named Irvin Schott. So who is Irvin Schott? Irvin Schott and his brother Jack founded Schott NYC in 1913. Schott NYC mainly produced leather goods for the US Army during World War II. In 1928, they designed the first ever leather motorcycle jacket. This jacket was named the Perfecto, and it was made out of horsehide leather and featured a buckled front and zipper cuffs. However, it wasn't until almost 30 years later in 1953 when Marlon Brando starred in the movie The Wild One, a biker movie, obviously, that the Perfecto jacket started to gain fame. And this first leather jacket sold for $5.50. It wasn't until the 1950s that the leather jacket really took over in the world of celebrities and social icons like James Dean. Between the 50s and the 80s, we see the rise of leather jackets in Hollywood, from movie stars to rock and roll icons. Schott NYC and the Perfecto specifically were quickly becoming synonymous with the punk rock movement. You can't talk about rock and roll and fashion in this decade without mentioning the iconic Vivienne Westwood. In the 1970s, Vivienne Westwood partnered with Malcolm McLaren, the manager of the aforementioned Sex Pistols. Together, Vivienne and Malcolm opened a punk rock-inspired shop in London, and Vivienne became the band's full-time stylist. She would draw inspiration from lots of things, one of those things being the leather sporting bikers from the 50s. Together, Vivienne, Malcolm, and the Sex Pistols would lead fashion into an era of punk rock and politics. But it wasn't until the 70s or the 80s that it actually started finding its way into women's fashion. Up until this point, it was seen as mostly a masculine piece of clothing. The rise in leather jackets directly correlated with the rise in rock and roll, and we would start seeing the rock stars of the day sporting their leather jackets. Throughout the 70s and the 80s, you'd see this jacket on rock stars such as the Ramones, Blondie, the Sex Pistols, and most importantly, Joan Jett. Joan Jett was a female rock and roll trailblazer and one of the first females to sport a leather jacket. This jacket was a universal sign of a bad attitude and rebellion, but what else was a rock star supposed to stand for? I hope you guys are liking this video so far. Really quickly, I would love for you to leave a like down below and make sure to subscribe if you like this video. I upload every single Sunday. Following the rock movement of the 80s came the hip hop culture of the 90s, and with that came the 8-ball jacket. Now I know what that sounds like, but this jacket wasn't named after the drug, but instead the 8-ball on a pool table. This jacket featured color blocking detail and black and white decals. The 8-ball jackets were designed by Michael Hoban under the label North Beach Leathers. This style jacket quickly became popular amongst the youth of the day, being worn by musicians, rappers, and athletes. Unlike the $5.50 Perfecto jacket in the early part of the century, this jacket retailed for $800. At the same time that the 8-ball jacket was on the rise, so was the rise of the 90s supermodels, as well as the grunge era. From Naomi Campbell to Kate Moss and Chrissy Turlington, they could be spotted wearing their chic leather jackets. From this, we get that 90s model off-duty aesthetic that we love today. With women sporting leather jackets more often, they often opted for longer, sleeker styles of a leather jacket, like this Burberry trench worn by Kate Moss in '98. Since then, the leather jacket has become a very versatile staple in every closet, with new styles and trends popping up as time moves along. So what brands or designers are known for their leather jackets? Many brands sell leather goods, we know that, but not every brand is known for them. Some brands that lead the pack with their leather jackets include All Saints, Saint Laurent, Acne Studios, and you can even shop the original leather jacket from Schott NYC, created by the leather jacket OG himself, Irvin Schott. So why do I myself and other people consider the leather jacket the most versatile outerwear? And why should you invest in a leather coat over maybe a wool coat? The first and foremost reason, in my opinion, is the fact that leather is warm and waterproof. I think the waterproof aspect of it is what makes it stand out as the most versatile. Leather is extremely long lasting, especially if you invest in a really quality piece and you take good care of it. Leather jackets are timeless. Like I said, they rose in popularity in the 1920s, and it is now 100 years later and we still see them all over the place. They can be worn all year long. You can wear your leather jacket on a cool summer night or a freezing winter day. So how do you find that leather jacket that will last you a lifetime? First and foremost, figure out what fit is most flattering on your body type. Back in the day, you may have been limited to styles and cuts of leather jacket, but in today's world, we know that you can find almost anything on the internet. So figuring out what cut and style is the most flattering on you will make sure that you get the most wear out of it. Next, you have to decide what color leather jacket you want. I feel like most people think of just a classic black leather jacket, but you could easily go with a brown, or if you're more adventurous, you could do something like red or tan. When you're buying your leather jacket, you need to make sure that you're looking for heavy zippers and well-finished seams. These are both telltale signs of a well put together garment. When you're looking at the material of your leather jacket, make sure you look for a natural, genuine leather and a non-polyester lining. This will make sure that your jacket can give you the most warmth, the most quality, and the most durability. So what materials do you look for when you are looking to invest in a leather jacket? When it comes to finding the perfect jacket, this might feel a little bit overwhelming. A good, long-lasting leather jacket can cost a pretty penny, so it's important to know what to look for when shopping. I found this graphic on the internet and I feel like this explains it perfectly. There's 4 types of leather mainly used when it goes to making a leather jacket: cow, sheep, lamb, and goat. All of these different leathers vary in things like durability, weight, stretch, and softness, so it really comes down to a personal preference and price point. However, if you want to look for a vegan option, you can absolutely opt for faux leather. Faux leather is more affordable, but it is usually made of chemicals like plastic, so the overall look and feel will be different, as well as not giving you the durability and warmth benefits of genuine leather. So how do I personally think leather jackets are cute? My favorite right now might be like the 90s style zip up leather jacket with a real straight cut and a plain collar. I'm really into these lately. I have my favorite and I wear it with everything. I also think an oversized leather bomber could be really, really cute. I also own one of these and I wear that a ton also. And I think the oversized bomber fit of any jacket is super cute and very in right now. And getting it in a good leather material, I think, just elevates that look. There's also the motorcycle moto style leather jackets that I see with the buckles, and I think these are super cute. They're not necessarily my style, but they definitely fit some people's aesthetic. You can get them either cropped or full length, and I think they're both super cute. I've also seen some leather Penny Lane style jackets. These might be more of a trend that we'll see pass, but I do think they are super, super cute with the fur or the shearling on the cuffs. Leather trenches are also iconic. I'm kind of over these, but I think that might just be because I look at these as more of a fall winter staple when a more cropped leather jacket can go for all year round. But I think a leather trench is so cute and we definitely saw a ton of these this season. I think styling your leather jacket over a long maxi dress, especially if it's like a super feminine girly maxi dress. I love that the leather jacket can just add a little bit of edge and grunge to the look. I think it is so cute with the juxtaposition between a really girly feminine detail and then the edge of the leather jacket. And I think the best way to wear your leather jacket is to really make it the center point of your outfit and just wear it with plain jeans and a t-shirt. I think this is the best way to show off your leather jacket and really make it the focal point, the focus point, the basis of your outfit. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe down below. It would mean so much to me. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.